Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. As you can see behind me, this is the 2025 Ram 20. I'm sorry, I was going to say 2500, but it's not. It's the 1500 Ram, and it's coming in with a twin turbo charged engine, giving you a little bit more oomph, more power, as well as more fuel efficiency. Now, I'm not a huge fan of companies getting rid of the V8s. I mean, same thing. Toyota did the same thing. They got rid of their V8s and they switched it over to their V6 twin turbos. Same thing here with Ram is also adding more of these twin turbos on their other lineups. They had it on the Jeep, so now they're stuffing it into the Rams as well. Like I said, the days of muscle cars is numbered. So I don't know if we're gonna get maybe in one more generation of muscle cars before they all just die off, because time is flying. Because in like I want to say like 5 years from now, 5, 6 years from now, most cars are going to be either hybrids or, you know, or at least transitioning over to fully hybrids to fully electric. That's what's going to happen. At least here in the state of California, they're really trying to push that narrative to give us full electric, which makes absolutely no sense at all. I, I have my issues with that. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the Ram 2500. Definitely giving you more oomph, more power, as well as efficiency, because government wants to get rid of these high polluting vehicles, I guess. Or at least because all these V8 vehicles really does affect their fuel ratings, and if you don't meet certain parameters in your fuel ratings, the government can penalize these car companies. So that's why you're seeing these changes, where you're seeing like cars that used to be V8s, now they're changing them over to V6 and smaller engines and just boosting them. But anytime you take a small engine and you put a lot of pressure, it's just gonna be a terrible time. Those cars will not fucking last. You can't have a big old fucking SUV with a 1.5 turbocharged engine, which makes no sense, or 1.3 liter engine with turbocharge. No fucking way, man. Those cars are not gonna last. They're gonna blow the fuck up. That's what's gonna happen. But anyway, let's get into this story. And here is the article. The article: 2025 Ram 1500 debuts as a twin turbo city slicker with a fancy tuning stand trim. Ram's facelifted truck offers a new front passenger display, a twin turbo inline six, developing up to 540 horsepower. Damn! Starting with the latter, the Hurricane engine replaces the iconic Hemi V8 and will be offered in two outputs. The entry-level variant produces 420 horsepower, 460 foot-pounds of torque, while the high output engines develops 540 horsepower and 521 foot-pounds of torque. And then, like I said, they're slowly getting rid of the V8s, so we're not gonna see like outrageous vehicles like the TRX, or maybe they can still make it. I love the way those cars look. I've been inside the TRX and I've been inside of other Ram trucks. To me, the insides just feel extremely cheap. Like you're asking ridiculous amount of money, but yet you're not giving us what we're paying for. At least when it comes to comfort. I want to be fucking in cloud when I sit in these trucks, because you're asking over $100,000 for them, which is just absolutely ludicrous with the with the way the economy is. Interest rates are fucking high as shit, and yet these car companies continue to build these trucks and just giving them ridiculous amount of money, like requesting a lot of money for it. And on top of that, depending on what kind of trucks they are, if they're specialty vehicles, the dealerships will demand even more money from them. But anyway, both are a sizable improvement over the old 5.7 liter V8, which was rated at 395 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque. It's also worth noting the output of the base Hurricane engine is identical to a 6.2 liter V8 in the Chevrolet Silverado. Now, the one thing that I hopefully will see here, as I go down the list, we'll see whether it's gonna show the tow ratings comparing to the V8s. And another thing too, most car companies too have stopped developing diesels. Diesels was perfect example for if you want towing. Diesel is the way to go if you tow like large amounts of weight. But comparing to a gasoline vehicle. But anyway, moving on. The engine lineup also includes a familiar 3.6 liter Pentastar V6. Ram didn't mention any changes, so it should continue to offer 305 horsepower, 271, blah, blah, blah. Besides a new heart, the 2025 Ram 1500 has a sleeker, more aerodynamic appearance. The changes are largely focused on the front end, while the model has been equipped with slender headlights that now flow into the grille. But yeah, overall, like, I do like the design, especially the interior for this particular model. I mean, now you get like a little tiny screen right here, so if you want to watch something, I'm sure you can. The same thing kind of they had on the what is it, the Jeep, what is that, the top of the line one. But like I said, I've seen something similar to on the Jeep Wagoneer, but it's more, fancy schmancy. That's if you got some money to burn. Luxury trucks have exploded in popularity, and Ram is looking to cash in with a range of topping Tunistan trim. It features an indigo and sea salt interior with a suede wrapped headliner and quilted Nigeria plus leather front seats. It looks nice, don't get me wrong, but the amount of money they're going to be asking for these, fuck no. No thank you. No thank you. But there are going to be people that are interested in it. But yeah, there's always a market for something. I'm more of a Dodge Rebel and TRX kind of guy. Like I like those trucks better, but I would never buy one. I would never own one of these because I like the design of the new Tacoma TRD Pro way better than these ones. I love it. So let's go ahead and proceed further down. I will leave a link in the description as well too for you guys to go check out the more information about the Ram 1500. So here we go. Here's the maximum towing capacity. Other highlights include a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, a digital rear view mirror, and a maximum towing capacity of 11,580. Now I wonder if that's for the highest trim, the one with the twin turbo with ridiculous amount of power. It doesn't really specify which one it is for. The 2025 Ram 1500 will arrive at dealerships early next year and will be built at Sterling Heights Assembly in Michigan. Pricing will be announced closer to launch, but we wouldn't be surprised if it costs more than the current model, which begins at $38,000. And will. It's gonna be either around, I want to say around $40,000, but that's just me guessing. I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past, but I would definitely want to see this at the LA Auto Show. But I know that UAW with the strike that's going on, so they might not show up. But if they do show up, I'm going to get inside, show you guys everything that I can show you. Overall, like, this looks very fancy. I'm not gonna lie, it looks very luxurious. I'll be sitting in comfort. For real. I guess that's why they call it a city slicker. If you've never seen a movie called City Slicker, you should definitely check it out. Bunch of guys that's from the city goes to the countryside, or whatever. But anyway, I am finished. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go check out all the nits and bits and whatever. The nits and the bits. But I hope Ram makes one more TRX before before they call it quits, because it's a very interesting niche market that's targeted towards certain target audience, just like the Raptor is only for certain audience. I like these kind of wild segments that these car companies will do, like they'll make it. So I hope they make it. I hope they make another one. because it's cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge fan of Ram or the brand at all, but when they make cool shit, I'm gonna give them their flowers. When they make whack shit, I'm gonna call them out, regardless of what you guys think. For me, as a person, I'm not a brand loyalist. I don't give a fuck. These companies are not paying me jack shit. I'm not loyal to them. At the end of the day, they want our hard-earned money, and they have to earn it. That's all I gotta say. Okay, like and subscribe. Now I am out.